Hey, it's Lala again. And as promised, we're back to cut the chamomile lotion dupe soap. Um, well, look better from this angle, but anyway, yes, that's the way I feel. Let's just get started. You have to watch the other videos made prior to this one to kind of understand where we're going. This is a journey. And this soap smells wonderful, but it's weird. I've not smelled this particular fragrance before. So we gotta get this first of all out of the mold. So remember those two straps I told you about? And that's why I put the straps in there. So you just take the little tape off and you're seeing this as I'm seeing it, so I have not a clue how things will turn out. I have a clue, but hey, I wasn't in the soap making it. So, I did kind of make it, but you know what they say. I mean, there's some unknown issues that may have occurred, and I had no clue. So we're just going to find out together. That's the point I was trying to make. We're going to find out together. This is the unveiling. Oh, wait a minute. I got some drum rolls. Ta-da! All right, hit it again, Marv. Oh, wow, it's really soft. I probably could have put some sea salt in this. I have a tendency to like hard soap. And remember I sprayed it with oil? It's just peeling off. It's just peeling off. No problem. Still got my edges. But where the belt was, it did make an indentation. So I'm going to try to cut around that. So it's pretty soft. And I can use it now, but it's still wet. It's very wet because I increased the water to 40%, remember, on the soap kelp when I made it. So I'm really interested in what the design will look like. Yeah, it's wet. Okay, what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut. Just to make sure. Oh. That's the design. All right, I did that because, yeah, this needed to come out the mold today. Today was very hectic. It's a Sunday. You know, but it needs to come out because the bottom is wet. That's not even. I just wanted to cut this. Looks like camo. Face battle. It's a battle with your face. You know? Okay. It does. It looks like camo. Well, we're just going to set this somewhere. Because this is like 1.5 inches. Some people like their soap this thick. So I'll set it right here on the paper. And set it right there. And set this right there. There. And now that we have the miter box, I'm going to cut and then we're going to measure how much it weighs on the scale. Okay? So you guys can see that, right? Get a little bit closer. You guys can see that. Well, anyway, today was a really hectic day. I finished up the carnitas. I made carnitas. Traditional carnitas. And I know you want, did you use all that, Lord? No. What I did is I took the fat cap off of the picnic. It's a pork shoulder picnic. I took the fat cap off of that and rendered it down into a like a pork skin crackling. What is it called? Chicharron. I can't remember. Anyway, and then you crumble it up and put it in there with the roasted meat. But I used that oil. I had some rendered beef fat and what have you. And I just used what I had and cooked it down that way. Then put it in the roasting pan with foil and my spices. I go to the Hispanic section in my store and I get those dried chili peppers. I listen to the recipe. They tell you what kind of peppers to get. I got some chipotle and all of that. I use black cumin seed. And I didn't get any fresh cilantro. I really miss that. That's a great flavor. Anyway, I did all that, and you have to put like half a can of milk in there, condensed milk. Some people use sweetened. I didn't. I used just regular condensed milk. It was so good, and I see now how you can just take some of the meat and a tortilla, no fixings, nothing on it, and just eat it because the meat is rich and flavorful, way more than that green jello stuff I had been making. I thought I was getting down and doing something. No. If you go to YouTube and just follow any one of those recipes that you care to. I used lemon. I didn't have oranges. I used lemon. And that was like the only substitution, I believe. I even used the oregano from the Hispanic section. So it was really worth the wait and everything. So, oh wow, how to cook Mexican food. I think that's the lady's channel where I got the recipe. She was on point. Okay, so let's go back to this. Remember, I cut mine at 1 inch. This soap is still soft, and it's rather sticky. And yeah, it is still a high super fat because, like I say, I can't afford to dry my skin. Ooh, come on now, babe. All right, now this is the charcoal. This is the bentonite clay, and this is the calamine lotion. I put the calamine I divided the soap batter into 3 parts. It was hot processed. And I put calamine, 6 ounces of calamine, got it from Walgreens. Calamine lotion. I had activated charcoal. I put that right here along with the fragrance. And I put here bentonite clay, maybe a half a tube of that aloe vera gel that you get out of Walgreens, 2 for $5. I put that in there. And the other half of the fragrance, which was not just fragrance. It was essential oil, like tea tree, peppermint, rosemary oil, clary sage, all the antiseptic, antibacterial, antiviral, antimicrobial essential oils I could find, plus orange and lemon, and my favorites. And I put like maybe a ½ ounce of pear, fresh pear, and that was it. Because this is a bar that I'm going to use on my face. It doesn't have to be greatly scented. However, I did not want it to smell like medicine. And to me, this smells like a stick of chewing gum. Like, somebody just put a piece of Wrigley in their mouth and, they walking around. You know how we do. And you can just smell that peppermint. It reminds me of chewing gum. So it's there, but it's not overpowering. So those are the 3 items that I put in there. Glintzy uses Pharmacology by Lush, and it's an inspiration, but it's not a duplicate. I can't duplicate what the professional companies are doing. I don't even try. This is an inspiration. Besides, theirs just had calamine. I have activated charcoal and bentonite clay, and they have a cold face that's just activated charcoal because, they need to make a profit. They're in business to make a profit. This is for me that I'm using at home, and I'm encouraging you guys to, find your way. And I was just looking at Glintzy, so I made some at-home dupes for my own self. Actually, if you guys want a bar of this, it's like $6.99, I think I said, or is it $7.99? Because the calamine lotion was expensive. It was like $5.29. I got the Walgreens variety, and I guess the Aloe vera gel was 2 for $5. I only got one. And then for the grease lightening or some spray that I talked about in the other videos, it was like the witch hazel was $5.29. Walgreens brand. I was like, oh, this is really expensive. Anyway, but it was at great cost to me to make this. I only made 3 pounds. So I can't just give these bars away for $5 because that's a giveaway price for any homemade soap, even just lard. When I say homemade soap, I'm talking about true soap. This is not melt and pour. There's not a whole lot of chemicals in this. It is true soap. That means I mix oils and fats, water, and an alkaline, lye. I mixed it up together and cooked it till all the lye was gone. You got to look up how the soap process works. But I made this hot process basically for myself because I thought Glintzy skin was fantabulous. And I told her, I gave her a shout out. So anyway, let's move on to the next cut. And it's a compliment sometimes when people want to emulate you, but it's insulting when they basically copy, use as a blueprint, you know, word for word or action for action. It's just like, why'd you do it like that? So, among soapers, you just try not to do that. But everyone is trying to find a way to manage their Lush addiction because it's a fabulous product made by a fabulous company. I encouraged one of my friends to go there because she said every time she went to the mall, it smelled so good, and she didn't know where that great smell was coming from. And I had been telling her about Lush. If you go buy one, you need to go in there. She did. She finally went in there. She said it was Lush, and she bought some cold face, or she bought some kind of mask. She bought some products, and she said she's quite happy with her purchases, and they're helpful. They are very helpful to her. So I'm like, that's what we're talking about, man. It's about finding your way. Now, at a certain point, especially if the soap is still wet and new, I need to wash this off or it's just going to keep dragging the design down. Remember we did this with, we did a spoon swirl with the spatula. Yeah, so you can see these. And like I say, $7.99. When they're ready, I'll put them on Etsy. And it's like when they're gone, because there's not much I can do. Because like I said, I was making that for myself. It's true soap. But these are not my traditional additives. I would have not ever thought to do that. That's why I like Lush. They think they're so innovative. It's like stuff I never heard before. And combinations I never heard about before, and I like their philosophy. And like I said, I've been using Glintzy's skincare routine with my little mock-ups and everything, and it's been working. I can see a difference, and that's what it's all about. That's why you bother. I can actually see a difference in my skin tone. So I started my daughter with it. I just used to spray on her because she's difficult sometimes. She doesn't like a lot of fuss. She don't want me fussing over her and all that. So I just used to spray. I said, close your eyes. And I spray a little bit on her like I do myself. And I could see a big difference in the texture of her skin. Yeah, I tried to get her to oil cleanse, but that was a difficult process. She really didn't want to. So we're just going to stick to the spray. This soap is sticky. Oh, God. And when it's like this, I really don't like to cut it because you have drag marks in your design here. Drag marks in the design. You know, I don't want drag marks in the design. I like to put a swirl on things. And, you know, I didn't use any artificial colors. The only thing I'm worried about is the charcoal leaking all over the place. That's the one thing charcoal is known for. So let's cut a few wavy pieces. Let's make our tick marks. We all know Leslie can't cut straight with anything. So let's make our tick marks. 1-inch bars. Okay. With our wavy cutter. Using the wavy cutter. And just straight down. And see, the design comes out a little bit cleaner. I just have to make sure that it's not crooked. There. That's pretty. And so you have some of each ingredient in each bar, but it's random how much. Like this one has a lot of bentonite clay in it and a little bit of charcoal. Bentonite clay is a great ingredient. Like I could take some of this soap and just use it as a mask. Like if I had a breakout. This one's a little crooked. Yeah, a little crooked. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, I told you I love soap making. The design was really random. I'm just happy some kind of design came out at all. Because usually it's hard to get with hot process. You have to increase the water content of your recipe. That's for those of you who are making your own recipe. Some people are making soap using other folks' recipes still. It's like I encourage you to learn soap calc and start making your own recipes so you can be creative. That I wanted to be creative. I'm just minoring the corners here. All right, let's put that there. And oh no, I got one more half to go, but I don't want this video to be too long. So I'm going to go ahead and weigh the bars. Okay, it needs to be on a flat surface, that's why. Okay, you guys see that? I can't really see it. How much does that weigh? 5.2 ounces. That's 5.2 ounces. You see it? 5.2 ounces right here. Yeah, I can't see that. What does it say? 5.6 ounces. So turn it around. 5.7 ounces. Hmm. 5.2 ounces. And this is the average size of most of my soaps. Now, these will probably shrink by a couple of tenths of an ounce or whatever because they have to dry out. And water carries weight. So as the water wicks away, evaporates into the air, the bar will get harder and it will weigh less. So instead of 5.1, it might be 5 ounces. This is 6.2 ounces. This is a huge bar. Now, I want to give you 6.2. Now, these are the 100% coconut oil soap bars that I will have for sale in August. Now, this one is 6.1 ounces. Can you see that? Well, let's do this. This is 6.1 ounces. That's a lot of soap. You know, it's double the size most folks would go ahead and get. What they will end up coming by. You know, it's double that. And if you're going to cut it, you know, just to save it and, you know, just to be economical, that would be great. But that's 6.1 ounces. And those 100% coconut oil bars will be ready in December. I'm sorry, November. They'll have a 3-month cure. And that's it, boys and girls. I usually just wait to weigh my bars because it's not going to weigh the same in 2 weeks. Even my hot process, I give 2 weeks. And I have the fan going, yeah, because I needed to. Okay. I just discovered the sound effects. Well, that's it for now. Remember, watch the other videos that I made previous to this one. And also, watch the trailer to this. That should be on this video. If you're on Hangouts, you won't be able to see it if you're on YouTube. Watch the other videos and look down in the description box, and you'll see a link to Glintzy's videos. Because I'm just copycatting on what she's doing, duping it for my own self, basically. I could offer all this soap for sale to the end of time. Thus far, I've never gotten an internet sale. Now, people will buy soap for me because they like homemade soap or whatever, because they know me, or because it's actually good and they like it, so they want to treat themselves. That's fine. I made one internet sale on Fiverr. And it was a beautiful lemongrass soap. And the woman who bought it, she said it was great. And the bars were like really big. I told her you had to cut them. And we're all happy. That's great. But as far as interrupting somebody's, you know, how they feel about this or that, no, I'm not doing that. Now, what I was thinking about is taking this and cutting it this way, just to have some small sizes on hand for myself, you know. And I'm really thinking about it. I think I will do that. I'll just cut this other way here, just so I can have just what is that? That's a 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch little bars. Like, maybe this can be a sample size, or just, you know, give it away if someone wants it. They have like skin issues like I do, and sometimes you just need a little nudge. It doesn't have to be some huge giant thing that you're doing. It's a little nudge in one right direction. So there. Yeah, I depend on my miter box. It feels like wet clay. That's how damp this hot process is. And usually hot process is like basically ready to go out the mold. But I had to wet it more because I wanted to make some type of swirly design. Because I get tired of hunks of hot process soap that look like bits of marble, and you know, I wanted I wanted a fluidity in the design, you know, like cold process. You can make the prettiest designs. You don't have to stick with drop swirl, spoon swirl, spatula swirl. You can really tiger swirl. You can do something really nice. And it's I just like it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go. These are my little sample sizes. I'll probably use all this soap. It's 3 pounds. And at the end of it, I should have a better texture to my skin. So that's all for now. I'll see you guys later. Um, Time's a ticking. We gotta go. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and have a great Monday. Bye. Bye.